If you are already doing infrared sauna, cold plunge, or physical therapy, first of all, I love that for you. Seriously, you are investing in yourself in a real way, and that matters. But I want to ask you something though. What if all that, as good as it is only getting you part of the way there? What if there is one simple layer missing that makes everything else better? That what this video is all about. So stay with me here for a few minutes, okay? Because at the end, the way you think about your recovery is going to shift and change. So, my name is Jane Schaefer, and I use all four of those modality myself. Seriously, every single one of them. So, if you follow me, you've probably seen me for the first time probably a month ago, trying the cold plunge. That was not the most comfortable the first time, but I loved it now. So everything I'm sharing today, I lived it. So this is nothing that I haven't done myself. So I really want to be here and share some information with you. So here's what I see when one really committed to their health, doing all the right thing, going to physical therapy, sitting in the infrared sauna, taking the cold plunge, and they feel better, right? They really do. We really do. But something still feel like it's missing. Recovery is still slower than they like. Sleep, not quite there. Energy feel inconsistent, and they can't figure out why because they're doing everything right. So I was there too. And what I didn't know at the time that nobody was had told me is that all those things are powerful as they are. They are working, but they are working from the outside in. So they changing your environment, your circulation, your movement patterns, but none of them are talking directly to your cells. And that's the missing conversation. So let me break this down for you because once you see it again, you can't unsee it at all. So think of your healing as having four layers and each one of them completely doing completely different job. So you're talking about physical therapy. So PT, short, rebuild your blueprint, how you moved, how you load your body, how you compensate, how it correct the pattern that you have caused the injury in the first place. And it is it's like that pattern become interrupted. So the PT works on your structures, your movement. When you hurt your shoulder, you have injury shoulder, they have you do physiotherapy, wall climbs and everything. And so it just rebuilding your muscle, making sure you know how to balance yourself again. But it doesn't go deeper than that. Okay. I used to work for orthopedic surgeon. I know how, we have people coming in doing PT all the time. And again, was all about exercising your muscle, strengthening your cores, and just, rebuilding those infrastructure again. So layer two, infrared sauna. This is something that is new to me in the past years because infrared sauna is a such a hot topic right now. It is everywhere in a wellness center, and I love my infrared sauna. It penetrates 1 to 2 inches into your tissue, not just warming your skin from from the heaters or anything like that, but actually getting into the muscle. It dilate your blood vessel, get the blood flow going in your body with oxygen rich type of blood, help you detox and support collagen. And trust me, you sweat in this heat, and it's good sweat. It's create kind of what call heat shock proteins. Little signal that tell your body repair is needed, right? It opened that pathway all the way up. And I can't tell you, but it can't tell your cell what to do once it get there. So layer three, this is totally new to me, cold plunge. Even though I heard it for years, you heard it if you follow the gurus such as Tony Robbins or Eric Worre. They talk about cold plunge all the time. I think Tony Robbins has the cold plunge built in every single place, every single house that he lives or he traveled to, because he said he does it first thing in the morning when he first wake up. I can't do that yet. Sorry. Um, I like to do my at the end of the day. First thing in the morning, no can do. So on a cold plunge, it's not the most comfortable thing, but you do get used to it. I started with probably 2 minutes. I can sit there now for like 9 minutes, and it's so worth it. The cold causes your blood vessel to constrict, which flush all those inflammations out, in that's sitting on your tissue. It triggers a huge dopamine surge. That's why you feel so alive afterwards. It resets your nervous system. So if you're doing cold plunge and infrared, you want to end and you still have like a whole day to go, you want to end on a cold plunge. So it cleared the inflammation, but again, it's working from the outside, right? So here's what is really interesting. Layer four. And this is one that most people are missing. And if you're in my community, you would know what it is. It is this little LifeWave X39. It's a little sticker like this. LifeWave, X39 doesn't work from the outside in. And I talked about this before. It works from the inside at your cellular level, so, inside out. And that's the distinction is everything. This is the missing link, the missing part. So X39 is a patch, right? Like that. It's a small patch that you put on your skin in the morning. No drugs, no chemicals, nothing going to the body at all. So what it does, what is it uses the phenomenon called photobiomodulation. Basically is a low level of infrared light, and from your body that you emit naturally. So your X39 is designed to trap this light, specifically the specific wavelength of light, and then reflect it back to your skin, to your body, to stimulate the body to produce what we call something called GHK-Cu copper peptide. So GHK-Cu copper peptide is something your body produces naturally. But here's the thing, and you hear about it all the time about aging. So this is one of the things that declined when you age. But it is one of the most powerful regenerative compound that your body makes. So when it's declined, your body doesn't make as much anymore, right? So it's responsible for gene and tissue repair. It stimulate your own cells. You're not foreign one, your own, to wake up and start doing their job. The problem is that the GHK, like I said, decline with age. So by the time you're 30 years old, 25 to 30 years old, that production declined by about 50%. And it keep declining until by the age of 60, it declined by about 90%. So you have about 10% left. So that stop the signal, that signal in the body become quieter, that signal to help repair. So what X39 does, this little thing, it helped, or what it does is it gives the signal for the body to turn that signaling repair signal back on. So when that happens, your cells are activated, right? Your repair signal is back online again. Your so therefore your infrared light session become more powerful. Your cold plunge become more powerful. And your physical therapy become more powerful because now your cell are actually showing up for it to work. Remember, I said those modality know what to do, it get there, but then it stopped because your cell doesn't know what to do. So it doesn't talk to get to the repair. So I want to tell you that, what I notice most personally is that it's not something that is big. It's just a little shift. And X39, when I add this X39, it felt like overall well-being, it just elevated. It's really hard to describe exactly. It's not one dramatic. It's more like everything's got a little more right, a little brighter, and I feel like myself again. And that feel good, more energy, more settle, and everything just, not energy that's kind of spike and crash when you take caffeine or energy drink. My sleeps get deeper. I have a lot of dreams. My recovery felt much better and smoother, especially after the gym session. And so honestly, I just feel better. My body from day to day, from a long day, it just recover way faster. So that's what I keep hearing from other people, that they do all this thing, but when they add this one thing, everything seem to kind of work better together now. And that is the complete system. 1, 2, 3, 4, if you use all those. And so it's become a system 4-layer system for me. So my PT is basically is the gym because I don't have injury right now. But so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. PT is the gym. So here's what I put together. Basically, I wake up in the morning, and of course, I put the patch X39 on. It goes to work for immediately for 12 hours, and it stay on me for 12 hours. And then at the end of the day, that's when I do my uh, contrast session in the gym. So I would sit in infrared for 20 to 30 minutes, right? So get the circulation open up, your tissue relax, your body warm up and ready to go. And then I go into the cold plunge for 2 to 3 minutes to clear out the inflammation and get the nervous system reset. So you feel kind of awake and sharp and calm at the same time. So it's kind of good feeling. And and then rest a little bit, hydrate, and let your body settle in. And then I would repeat that session again one more time, but a shorter session, and then cold plunge, probably another 4 minutes, and then go back just for a couple minutes to warm up my body before I go and straight into my workout. So that what is I this is how I support my body in the best possible way. And this is what it's kind of help warm it up, clearing and regulate that cellular level to get to the repairing stage faster and better. So again, 3 of those modality, infrared, cold plunge, and therapy, are doing their job from the outside, and X39 is doing its job from the inside. Nothing overlapping each other at all. It's actually complete the system. It's complement each other. So that again is 1, 2, 3, 4 layer system for me. So I know that's a lot to take in. Okay. So if you are already been doing infrared and cold plunge and gym or PT, you are already somebody who take your health seriously, and you're doing the work already. So I just want to share this information with you in case you want to add this in, because you deserve to feel as good as possible in your body, not just better, but really, really, truly well, right? So if you're curious about X39, how it works and what the research looks like, I also put the guide together as to how this the 4 layer system, and in my 4 layer system guide together. And there will be a link in my description to put in your information, a link to get in touch with me. And I will reach out to you personally, and then we can start from there to see if all this fit for you and what's the missing link, if this X39 is what is missing in your layers of recovery and wellness. So again, thank you so much for being here with me today. And I hope to see you again. And I look forward to share this information. If you feel that this video resonate with somebody else, please do share with them. And I love to get in touch with, and I love to have this conversation one on one with you or whoever that may be. Have a good one, and we'll see you next time.